Yes, welcome to the Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Banza Mac and Cheese made with chickpea pasta. A bunch of people have recommended that I try this out. They would like to know what it tastes like, so thought I'd try it out. This is 12 grams of protein. It's gluten-free. Elbows and classic cheddar. There are two 2.1 ounce 60 gram cups in this package. Two microwavable cups. We bought this at Whole Foods. It was $4.49. Walmart also sells the pasta. I've never seen it in the cups like this with the actual macaroni and cheese, but they do sell the pasta like in the boxes. I do know that. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to open it real quick and then I'll read the directions. And I wonder if it's actually on the packages themselves as well. It is. Okay. Put that over there and then we can see what it looks like. Okay. So each cup is 210 calories, and there's the other info for you. So the directions, you can see it's also gluten-free, made from chickpeas, and it's RBST free too. So we're going to remove the lid completely and the cheese packet. You'll see loose white powder, just ignore it. Add cold water to the fill line. Microwave uncovered on high for 2 minutes. Do not drain. I will probably put a paper. Actually, I've got a bowl. I'll probably put it in a bowl just in case it bubbles over. A paper bowl. I'll probably do that. But cook it on high for 2 minutes. Do not drain. Add cheese packet and mix well. Let stand for 1 minute to allow the cheese to melt. Stir again and until the sauce is creamy. To the fill line, 2 minutes. Stir in and let it sit for a minute. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here is the thing. The bowl is paper, so it's cool. You can see there is some powder in there. So I'm going to add water to the fill line. I'm assuming this bottom one is the fill line. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Okay. And we're going to stir it up really good to break up all those little pockets of like powder. It's almost like, almost looks like it's gotten salt in it, but it's not. It's some kind of, something to help the pasta cook faster. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter to me. And looking at it, you would never know that wasn't actual, just regular pasta. Still see a little bit of powder, but I think I got most of it. Okay, so I'm going to get this in the microwave and for the 2 minutes, and I'll be back to show you what the powder packet looks like when we mix it in. And like I said, I'm going to put this in a bowl just in case it bubbles over. Okay, watching this cook, I really was surprised that it didn't boil over because it really looked like it was going to. Look at that thick, like paste it made. Ugh, looks kind of gross. Okay. So I just nipped the side of this paper packet so I could pull it apart. And I'm going to dump this in here. Got all that. Stir it up really good. Tell you what, there's not a lot of liquid in here. So that like cheesy, powdery kind of stuff really is hard to get stirred in. There we go. It's melting pretty good though. It's almost like it wasn't a powder. It was like it was almost dehydrated cheese because that's pretty thick. I don't know. It works, I guess. But it was when it was boiling in the microwave. It was literally at the top with this foam, like popping and bubbling like this far above it. And I was thinking, wow, I'd be really super surprised if that doesn't boil over. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't boil over. There's no liquid in the bottom of the bowl. So take your chances. I still think I would put something underneath of it, but you know, do you. So I'll be right back once it's set for a minute like it's supposed to. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just let it sit for like a minute. Brought it over here. I'm gonna stir it one more time like it said. Although it looks like it's pretty well stirred up. I'm curious what the texture and the flavor of the pasta itself is gonna be. There we go. It does have a little bit different texture Not a lot though. It's actually pretty similar to just like regular pasta. The pasta itself, you would never know that wasn't regular pasta. The cheese and the flavor of the pasta, I can't tell if it's the pasta or the cheese itself, because there's a little bit of a, not a bad flavor, just different than like Kraft. It's just different than that. It's definitely not a bad flavor at all. I think Kraft is a little more artificial cheese flavor, and I also think it's a little saltier. It has more salt in it, but beyond that, the flavor of this is okay. It actually, now that I've eaten a few more bites of it, it's kind of plain, truth be told. The cheese flavor, I think it's settled in. I've gotten used to the little bit of a different cheese flavor. Not bad at all. I think if you need gluten-free, and you want to try this pasta out, you're perfectly safe to try it out. I do think it's good. I'm very surprised that the pasta doesn't have a different texture. And it doesn't. It's very, very good texture. It's very close to regular pasta. And like I said, it's hard for me to tell if it's the pasta or the cheese has a little bit different flavor. I think it might be the cheese, but it could very well be the pasta. It's hard to tell because they're all mixed together in this like clump of stuff. It's a little thick. I mean, you saw how thick it was, and it's still, I mean, it's very, very thick to come off your spoon. I mean, your fork, almost like a real cheese would be. So, so that's a good thing, I guess. So, I still would give it. It's kind of plain. It's kind of blah. It's boring. By itself, I mean, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I don't think it's bad by any means, but it's just, it's so plain. It's just not up there. And I don't know if they just didn't make the cheese flavor strong enough, or I don't know. Anyway, it's not bad at all. So like I said, gluten-free, you want that, go for it. Even if you didn't eat gluten-free, I think you'd be fine. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.